I'm Dr. Rebecca Barrett-Fox, your instructor for Soc 4063, Sociology of Disasters, an upper-level sociology elective that will be conducted fully online in a 7-week course as part of the A-State online sociology degree. In this video, I want to share an overview of the course. It's possible that you haven't thought much about the sociology of disasters before, but it's also possible that you're a student who has, unfortunately, experienced disaster firsthand. As we engage in the material in our course, it's important to remember that some of your classmates will have lived through and lost loved ones in disasters such as floods, fires, hurricanes, tornadoes, and more. We'll approach the topic with respect for those whose lives have been reshaped forever because of disasters. As you speak about, write about, and share images of disasters, remember that real people are really harmed. Speak about them as you would want your loved ones to be spoken about. Sociology of disasters considers the cultural aspects of natural and human-made disasters with an emphasis on social causes and consequences. We'll consider how communities decide which risks to accept and which to fight, how they manage risks and how they build resilience, and how they recover. We're especially interested in this course in how inequality shapes exposure to and experiences of disasters. The purpose of this course is to introduce students to key concepts and findings in the sociology of disaster, focusing on the social aspects of risk and resilience, the social construction of disaster, and the ways in which inequality shapes individuals' and communities' experiences of disaster. The goal is that all students will be able to engage confidently and critically with issues of disaster in their professional and civic lives, and will learn the skills necessary to find research-based answers to questions about disasters. I'll know if you've achieved this goal if you are able to successfully demonstrate the following student learning outcomes in the following ways. 1. Articulate the factors that shape communities' experiences of risk, disaster, and recovery. And 2. Describe social inequality as it relates to disaster as assessed on quizzes and our final project. We'll do this by engaging a variety of assignments. Each week, we'll begin with a short video of me introducing the themes for the week. Most weeks, you'll read a mix of scholarly and popular articles on that theme and watch a few short videos from popular sources. As you read, be sure to take good notes because most weeks you'll also have a quiz that assesses how well you understand the key concepts from the readings. Expect to spend 8 hours per week watching the videos, taking notes, and reading, and about 1 to 2 hours completing the quiz. Each quiz can be attempted up to 2 times, but it's the most recent, not necessarily the highest score that's recorded. These readings comprise the bulk of the work each week. Starting in week 1, you'll be able to begin work on your final project for the course. The final project will focus on a specific disaster from anywhere in the world in the last 100 years. You'll need to be able to find at least 15 peer-reviewed articles on the topic, not because your final project requires you to use that many, but because you want to be able to be sure that there are plenty for you to choose from. Each week, you'll answer in 1 to 2 paragraphs a new question about your chosen disaster. What was the death and injury toll? What was the economic impact? What was the environmental impact? You'll share these answers in discussion boards so that your peers will have the opportunity to learn about the disaster you are focusing on. Each week, in addition to answering that week's question, you'll respond to 2 peers' posts by asking them further questions about the disaster they chose or offering comments on their posts. The point here is to help them develop their ideas. There are a few other small assignments that are part of this class, including 3 due the first week, an introduction to yourself, a discussion board, a quiz over the syllabus, your course load planner, that's a worksheet that's online for you to do to plan out your time for the semester, a midterm reflection, and a final reflection. These are assignments that help you succeed in class and help me gauge how students are engaging the course. Like all AOS courses, this is an advanced accelerated course. You'll expect to spend 15 weeks of work, in just 7 weeks. In a normal 15-week semester, the university expects you to spend 3 hours a week in class, an additional 6 to 9 doing homework, so 9 to 12 hours per week. This is a condensed course, so we're looking at 18 to 24 hours per week in class. Most of our coursework requires lots of time to think and engage before you submit graded work. You will not be able to complete your work if you begin just a few hours before the deadline. It may seem that every time you turn on the news, there's some new disaster. It's easy to get overwhelmed with bad news and feel hopeless. My hope is that in this class, you'll see that there are clear strategies that we can employ to reduce the likelihood of disaster and reduce the harm that disasters cause. This may be the class that saves your life. Even more importantly, it could be a class that you apply in the future to save the lives of others. I look forward to a good semester.